Good, happy Saturday morning. Is Saturday, July 30th, 2022. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Saturday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, multiple departments respond to fire at campground in Epsom. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fat.
Right, we can tell you multiple fire departments are here responding right now. We do know the fire started somewhere inside the Epsom Valley campground. I'm going to take a step out of the way and give you a look here. You can see departments from Epsom, Pembroke, Bow, Barnstead, Boscawen, and Pittsfield are here, just to name a few. And a police officer just told me more trucks are on the way here. The initial call for this fire came in at 9:15 tonight, and it is dark, so it's hard for you to see here, but we could see smoke on the ride here a bit away. We could smell the fire too from that distance. No word yet on how the fire started, on any potential injuries, and on where exactly that fire started inside the campground. That part is closed down right now. The road is shut down, but we'll keep you updated both on air and online as we learn more. Live in Epsom, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Woman arrested after shooting in Clermont. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and upload fast. But we know speed isn't everything. That's why we also offer whole home Wi-Fi connectivity, an easy-to-use app, and so much more. Plus, Fidium eliminates data.
Part of Pearl Street near downtown Clermont blocked off. Police investigating this bluish-white home where they responded to a call of shots fired around 12:45 Friday afternoon.
Anytime a firearm is used, it's very serious. The risk for injury and death is at its highest, and so it's very concerning.
Clermont police took 33-year-old Samantha McGlynn into custody, charging her with first-degree assault after police say she hit one person over the head with a heavy object and shot another in the leg.
We're still trying to figure out, a motive, and like I said, we're very, very early on in the investigation. It's very active.
The 2 victims were taken to Valley Regional Hospital where they were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Clermont police tell us McGlynn knew both of the victims and the attack was not random. Authorities were quick to respond Friday as state police and Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies were in town at the time for the swearing in of new Clermont Police Chief Brent Wilmot.
We had a huge complement of Clermont police officers in town, and then we had a huge complement of allied officers in town as well for a ceremony that was happening here at City Hall. So, we had dozens of officers that were here and helped us out throughout the whole thing.
And neighbors we spoke to on Pearl Street said they did hear one single gunshot, but said they were not concerned for their own safety. Meanwhile, McGlynn will remain behind bars tonight. And Clermont police are asking anyone else who may have witnessed that shooting to give them a call. We're live in Clermont tonight. Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Silver alert canceled in Merrimack. New Hampshire State Police canceled a silver alert Friday evening after a missing vulnerable adult who suffers from Alzheimer's was safely located. The 78-year-old had been last seen at approximately 5:45 p.m. on Friday walking along Courier Road near the Wildcat Falls Conservation Area in Merrimack. The silver alert was issued shortly before 9:30 p.m. It was canceled about an hour later. Police interview with man accused of causing crash that killed 7 played in court. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry. You probably didn't catch all that. Glad you can see. Video.
I don't have any knowledge of that.
The bulk of Friday's testimony focused on New Hampshire State Police Trooper Derek Newcomb, who was one of 2 officers who conducted an interview with Vladimir Zhukovsky the night of the deadly Randolph crash the 26-year-old is accused of causing.
Was the defendant in custody when you and Sergeant Cody interviewed him at Lancaster Police Department?
He was not.
The interview paints a picture of Zhukovsky's day before the crash, leaving his place of work, Westfield Transport in Massachusetts, around 8 a.m., arriving in Albany, New York, around 10 o'clock to pick up a vehicle that needed to be delivered to Berlin City Auto in Gorham, arriving at the dealership at 5:30 that evening. Zhukovsky said he then left around 6:10, and as he headed down Route 2 in Randolph, the defense pressing Trooper Newcomb about the interview.
And he made it plain that whatever happened, happened really fast.
He did say that.
And he just really wasn't sure what happened, right?
I mean, in the interview, he said he reached down for the soda and might have jerked the wheel to the left and crossed the line.
Might have. He didn't know for a fact.
No.
At one point, Zhukovsky appeared emotional in court as he listened to the recording of when he was first told 7 people died. And this trial will begin again on Monday morning. Reporting live in Lancaster, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Mega Millions ticket sales brisk in New Hampshire as jackpot soars over $1 billion. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
We need Maggie Hassan to keep fighting to lower costs for families. She worked with Republicans and Democrats to ban surprise medical bills. Now Maggie Hassan is taking on the big drug companies to give Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices.
Hi, how much are the tickets?
$2.
I'll have 10.
Granite staters waiting in long lines, testing their 1 in about 300 million chance in winning the 3rd largest lottery jackpot in U.S. history.
Pay off a lot of bills, help a lot of people.
Certain charities and all my toys. I might throw a few your way, your way, your way.
Definitely my daughter first, my family, and then whoever in need, I would help and I would donate.
The state's had 3 jackpot winners over $100 million in the last 6 years, according to the New Hampshire Lottery.
So the odds in New Hampshire are considerably better, it seems.
One of those winners bought their ticket right here from Reed's Ferry Market. That person claimed a $560 million grand prize and later took their winning ways to court in a battle to remain anonymous. And with more than $1 billion on the line this time, Mega Millions ticket sales skyrocketed.
We're going to exceed $200,000 an hour in the state. And at that point, really, it's just human input is the limiting factor. I've only got so many stores open and so many terminals running. You're really talking about that's the cap of our limit in terms of the state processing.
He says tourist season is bringing additional people to play.
So what I recommend is if you bought, out of state, first move here, which it's a great state to live. But we're the only New England state that doesn't take state income tax.
That tax break would save the winner $35 to $40 million of the cash value, making players even more excited.
I'm next. This one's mine.
In Merrimack, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And here is a look at those numbers for you. The winning numbers for Friday's drawing: 13, 36, 45, 57, 67, and the Mega Millions ball, 14. If you have those numbers, you are the winner. Cash value is, and next drawing is on Tuesday. Biden secures millions of COVID-19 booster doses. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
The hardest part about fighting climate change is knowing where to start. With an aspiration card.
News on the pandemic: Pfizer and Moderna reformulating their COVID vaccines, targeting the highly transmissible Omicron subvariants. New vaccines are expected to be ready in September, and that's when health officials say Americans under age 50 could be eligible for another booster. ABC's Steve Osunsami at the CDC in Atlanta tonight.
U.S. health officials tonight are trying to time the next rollout of COVID booster shots so that Americans are better protected this fall and winter cold season. And this means that people under 50 will most likely be able to get their second booster shots in September.
It's really good news that we're seeing the potential availability of these boosters in September because you want to vaccinate ahead of any surge.
Americans will get a new generation of Moderna and Pfizer vaccines designed to target Omicron and its subvariants. And the shots are also expected to give people better protection from the now dominant COVID strain BA.5. Moderna says that its new shot produces twice as many antibodies as its current vaccine.
Now, it's hard to predict the future, but this is the best shot we have at protecting people against the most widespread variant right now.
But a large number of Americans are still refusing the shot. About 70 million people still haven't gotten a single dose. And COVID just doesn't want to go away. Tonight, 88% of Americans live in counties with high or medium risk.
Steve Osunsami joining us tonight from the CDC. And Steve, you're learning the government is now buying these new vaccines, but they still need to go through the authorization process.
That's right, Whit. The government is buying 171 million doses of this modified vaccine with the option to buy more if needed. But the rollout still has to get a green light from both the FDA and scientists here at the CDC. Whit?
We'll stand by for that, Steve. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thank you for tuning in for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great day, everyone, and see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye.